Welcome back to Dalren Models. So something a bit different in this video is I'm going to give you a tour of my build area, or my cave as I like to call it. So I'll start off with this sign which my daughter, my eldest one, gave me a few years ago as a present, which is hanging up on the entrance to it, and then I've got a massive sticker that I got from Steve at Hero Boy that he gave to to my youngest daughter. So, and then I move over to my cupboard, which has my small stash of kits in it, as you can see, and there's a few more down there at the back, and then a few magazines and reference materials and things. And then underneath is just storage and one of my daughter's kits and stuff down there in that cupboard. So I don't have masses of kits, but it's what I want. So, and then I've got a few display stands. So I've got a ship there that is a long-term project, to say the least, and then a few of my built models going down there. And I managed to get Didier's autograph at a rally event recently as well, which was good. And then one of my old oil paintings, and then over there I've got some of my eldest daughter's ornament stuff that she's painted, and then a few more of my models going down there. Now on the next shelf is my shelf for my daughter's models, which they're building. So that's the shelf for my youngest one, who is currently 6. So don't judge her for her work on that, because she is only 6. And then this is my elder one, who is now 10, and that was her first one, which I gave up on that kit because it was so rough. So she managed to actually put that together, and then she's done a few others, and then I did that aeroplane for her. And then they've both got their own desk. So that's my youngest one's desk with her current build in it. And then over here is my, if I move the chair out of the way, my paint desk, which has my extractor fan on it, and my computer that I use for reference work. And then underneath is my compressor and various bits and pieces. And then moving around is my main build bench with my current project on, and you can see there I've got my 3D printer. And then underneath there is the actual PC, speakers, various bits for my 3D printer and stuff like that. And then I've got my eldest daughter's bench over there with her current model in. And if I move her chair out of the way, and then moving around there, my photography area, and then a few more models of varying sorts. So, and garage is another long-term project that I pick at and work on and off. And then I've got a comfy chair that sometimes my wife likes to sit in when she's up here. Sometimes I sit in it when I'm doing reference work and things like that. So if I spin around here, so under here I've got my paint stand and stuff like that, and hairdryer that I use. And then I've got a couple of boxes here. So one of them is my micro mesh box. I can get it open with one hand, and that's got my various micro mesh paper, sponges and things like that in it. And then this one is my box of wires, which has various different types of wires, different colours, different grades, seatbelt material and things like that. And most of this I've acquired from various places over the years, old electrical cables and stuff like that. Some of it, as you can see, I've actually bought from certain places, zero design to very wiring. But like I said, by far the majority of that is just from old wires and cables and things. So I can't unfortunately tell you where I got most of that from. So put those back down there, and I'll go through some of my drawers. So in this top one is where I keep my larger bottles of things. So I've got primer, oils and various other bits, and a little bit of overflow. This one has all my paint cleaning stuff, thinners, various things, gloves, pipettes, loads of milk bottle caps, which I'm sure you've seen in other videos, thing that hold my parts in, various toothbrushes, which I don't really use, but at some point I might have use for, so I don't want to chuck them out. Next one is my polishing and sanding drawer. So I've got a tub there for water when I need it, various sanders and wet and dry paper, so just various things. Most of it I get off eBay or pick up at model shows and things like that. Cotton buds in there. I've got a tub there with various cloths, my zero paints polishing set there, got a microfiber cloth there, and some of McGuire's polishing stuff, auto green polishing stuff, so variety of things there for polishing and stuff. And then I've got another overflow drawer here which has more paints in, and my detail airbrush down there which I keep in case. The main ones I keep up here at the side of me so I can get at them easily. The other one is for specialist work, for very fine detail. It's got a 1.2 mil needle in it, so I'll move it into my paint cupboard, so I'll do one side at a time. So I've got a variety of Tamiya enamels and my zero paints metallic range and some candy colours down there, and then new lacquers from Tamiya at the top there and more zero paints. And then if I move my brushes out of the way, that's my little jar with Garfield on my paint brushes. And then in this one I've got various Alclads, my black range of zero paints and some aluminiums and things, and then some more down there of different things. And then I've got 3 shelves of old Humbrol tins which I never use. I've had those for I don't know how long that I care to remember. I've just never chucked them out, so at some point I probably will. And then in here I've got various lollipop sticks, cocktail sticks, barbecue skewers that I use for holding parts of painting, and the one next to it is all my crocodile clips and things like that. So that's all those tools. And then on my main desk I've got my soldering iron for working on white metal parts and photo etch and stuff like that where I need it. My cordless Dremel, which is used for polishing and things. So one of my speakers, one of my lamps. I've actually got 2 of those lamps now. I've got one in the corner there which pulls out when I need to use this bench for painting, and then one on my main desk. And then one of these things that I used to have when I was a kid and you don't see very often now, but for this purpose it's great. So I've got various diamond files in there, loads of cocktail sticks, a bit of blue tack, spare scalpel blades, a variety of tweezers, which some of them I pick up at model shows. These ones I think I got off eBay, if I recall, and it came as a set of 4 of different tip types. So I'll stick those in there. And I've got my main ones, which I got those at a show, and then my main sanders that I'm currently using up there, which again I got from, I think it's Scale Model World. I got those at a stand. Various bits and pieces there. And then in this tub is all my drill bits, which is a bit unorganised, but I know where they are and know what's in them. And then I've got little tubs with very small drill bits in. And then over there is some of the bits for my garage diorama. Little forklift I weathered. Pen pot with brush I use for dusting. And then water bottle there for decals. A couple of bottles for stuff up there. Oil for my airbrush and still water, blacken it for metal parts. So, not very interesting up there. And then over here, my first tray, got my pin vices with a variety of drill bits in, various screwdrivers, loads of Tamiya screws from motorbike kits, mini tap and die set, lighters, which occasionally useful for things, and then my knife selection, which I use for different things. And then my next drawer is my glue and masking tape type drawer. So, not actually used this yet, but I got some of that from Hero Boy, which should be good for doing like bodywork masking and stuff like that, but like I said, I've never used it. So, various rubbish and old glues and things down there that you can see. Main ones that I use are down here, which are the Tamiya ones, and my super glues. So I've got two types. I've got that one, which is a cheap one, and that one, which I use for clear parts and various things like that. And then a bit of solder and stuff, my decal solutions and stuff, micro blooms, got some rulers and stuff. So just general sort of tools for that. It's fit in a certain category for what I'm doing. And then this is my like cutter drawer and stuff. So I've got all my spare blades down here. Pipe cutter, tube cutter, and various cutters. So I've got those that I use for wire and stuff like that. And then I've got the Tamiya cutters that I use for the styrene. Photo-weight benders, photo-weight scissors. Use those for like thread and maybe masking tape and bits and pieces, bigger scissors. Don't ask me where I got any of this from, because I've had most of it for years and I can't remember. I've had them that long. Things like that are just cheap off eBay. Got those from Hero Boy. Things like that, which are reamer tools for tubes, and chisels that I've got here I got from Scale Model World show at Telford. Same with that, which I've shown in a video recently, which is my circle cutter. Which is a fancy, very much over-engineered piece of kit, but if you've ever used one, it's brilliant. Apart from trying to work out the sizing, it takes a little bit of practice. Polishing discs, various other parts for the Dremel and stuff down there in that tray. More drill bits in there. And then, like I said, under there is just stuff for my 3D printer, so cleaning stuff, spare boxes. I've got my turntable there. So if I move then over here, as I said, this is my camera setup. So if I move my camera out of the way, I'll show you these drawers. So the top one is like scratch building materials, sheet styrene, tubing, stuff like that. And then I've got some bare metal foil in there and my new moto jig from Marco Moto Design. So my old one I've actually donated to my daughter up there, who is going to be using that on one of her builds soon, hopefully. And then all my detail parts, so a variety of T2M stuff there, hobby design stuff, top studio stuff, random other bits. So I've got shed loads of resin rivets and scale production stuff and scale labs from Ricardo and other bits there, loads of RB Motion stuff. Tub there that's got my spare chain linkages in, spare bits of photo etch and things there from other things, and then some plastic tubs that I use where I started organising stuff. So I've got like magnets and spare rivet bits and springs and stuff like that. And that's got a sort of similar thing in, as you can see there. That was some of my RB Motion stuff I started putting in there. And that one's just rubbish drawer that isn't very interesting, just old soldering irons and things like that. And back to my main desk. So there you go, short video, but hopefully you find it slightly insightful or useful or beneficial. I know a few people have asked me about it, so hopefully I've answered your questions and covered what you wanted to see. So before I go, I've got my scale conversion chart there and a little note for my daughter, but all the different sizes there, which you can download off our Facebook group because it's in the file section there, and then various other signs and stickers and things, as is my bench, which you've all seen before, I'm assuming. So there you go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you next time.